Hello, and welcome to the Kraig Biocraft Laboratories Investor Call. I'm Kim Thompson, Kraig's founder and CEO. I'm here today to announce that we've achieved what was once thought impossible. We have created a low-cost, sustainable production system for commercial-scale spider silk. For those of you who don't know, Kraig Labs is the biotech company that developed the world's first transgenic silkworm for producing recombinant spider silk. Kraig Labs, working with the University of Notre Dame, inserted the genes from the golden orb leaf spider into a silkworm to produce recombinant spider silk. That work was peer-reviewed and published in PNAS, the publication of the National Academy of Sciences. Our silkworm combines spider silk proteins in its cocoon, producing recombinant spider silk for commercial applications. Natural spider silk is one of the toughest materials on Earth. It's lighter and stronger than steel. It's tougher than many other fibers used to make bulletproof vests. It's organic, biodegradable, and biocompatible. It's nature's true supermaterial, and Kraig Labs has unlocked that superpower with our proprietary manufacturing system. Our product is green to its core and can be used to replace many chemical-laden products, saving our environment. Our journey has been nothing short of miraculous, as the company has always operated on the OTC markets with a shoestring budget better suited for small ideas. We bootstrapped our way from an incredible idea to a company on the verge of commercialization with a revolutionary product. We survived through market corrections, COVID, and additional burdens imposed on small cap companies trading on the OTC. I'm happy to tell you that with the introduction of our new production platform this year, and with the help of Dr. Kumar, one of the world's foremost experts in large-scale silk production, we have now succeeded in our transition to commercial production. 2024 has been the most exciting and dynamic year in Kraig Labs history. Today I'll share with you some of the key advancements we made in 2024. I'll also have members of our team share updates and insights from their work in making this amazing material available. This year we introduced our BAM1 spider silk hybrids, a platform that has been instrumental in the rapid production growth we achieved this year. BAM1 is the most robust and consistent performing spider silk production system we've ever fielded. It produces larger cocoons, more silk, and more consistent silk than anything we've previously created. Most importantly, it's more robust and dependable in the production environment. Over the last 12 months, we revolutionized spider silk production with the BAM1, creating more than 1/2 ton of recombinant spider silk cocoon in our production scale test runs. That is more naturally spun spider silk than the world has ever seen. It's more than we've produced in all the years leading up to this point combined. It's fair to say that following our breakthrough in the lab at Notre Dame, we struggled in our attempts to translate that success in the lab to success in the production environment. But I can announce today that our BAM1 is the world's first successful silkworm for commercial scale recombinant spider silk production. 2024 saw us produce more than 1,200 pounds of spider silk cocoon, more than 1,000 pounds produced in just the last 6 months with the launch of BAM1. We implemented a breeding procedures program to screen every generation of BAM1 for the strongest and healthiest silkworms, while keeping the spider genes intact. These changes have caused our spider silk cocoons to double in size and has significantly increased our production yield. We supported that technological breakthrough by building up our teams in production and research with some of the smartest minds in bioengineering and silk production on Earth. And this last quarter, we built facilities necessary to support up to 25 tons of spider silk production annually. 2025 will be our biggest production year yet, as we prepare to build our inventory for upcoming expected sales. As I stand before you today, I can confidently state that Kraig Labs is in the strongest position it has ever been in. Let me introduce one of the greatest minds in silk production, and now spider silk production, Dr. Kumar, the former director of India's Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute, who oversees Kraig Labs' production operations.
Greetings from the Mulberry Production Gardens. I am Dr. Nirmal Kumar, former director, Central Sericultural Research and Training Institute, India. I have more than 40 years of experience in selective breeding and genetics of the silkworm and guiding the farmers for increasing the productivity and to enhance their silk yields. Kraig Laboratories is here to make history. Kraig Lab is the first to introduce spider silk technology in the field. This technology is going to revolutionize the productivity of spider silk. I am very much excited to be here over this breakthrough period. 2024 was a breakthrough year for Kraig Labs. In 2025, production will be multi-ton spider silk. Thank you.
Bringing Dr. Kumar onto the team was one of the key elements of the explosive growth we saw in production over the last 7 months. Under his direction and guidance, our teams are now consistently producing our spider silk cocoon at levels not previously possible. I can also announce today that our production operations for the first time are now fully self-sustaining, no longer requiring laboratory support for silkworm production. The advancements in our manufacturing operations cannot be overstated. We now have the people, facilities, and supporting infrastructure in place to consistently produce silk at multi-ton levels. And the building blocks for all of this production success is our BAM1 spider silk hybrid. BAM1 was created right here in Kraig Lab's own research lab. BAM1 is the latest evolution in our spider silk technology, blending the most advanced spider silk production system with strong and robust commercial strain silkworms. This merger of proven silk production genetics and Kraig's spider silk technology has unlocked the world's first and only system for multi-ton level naturally spun spider silk production. Let me have Dr. Spears, who led the project creating BAM1, explain a little bit more about that process.
Good afternoon and welcome inside one of our research labs. My name is Dr. Spears and I am part of the Kraig scientific team that is developing and fielding our spider silk technologies. I was the project leader for preparing the BAM1 parental lines that we fielded this spring. I oversaw all the screening and testing to ensure that BAM1 was production ready. We tested hundreds of samples from each parental line to find the absolute best for each strain. The BAM1 parental lines blend our spider silk genetics into commercial production silkworm lines, and when cross-mated, these two lines created larger cocoons and even more robust and resilient silkworms. In fact, the BAM1 hybrids are actually performing better in the field than they did in the lab. It has been an overwhelming success producing spider silk at a level that was not previously possible. I am very pleased to report that the BAM1 hybrids that we fielded this year are without question the strongest and best hybrids we have ever produced. But I am perhaps even more excited about the many new hybrids we expect to introduce over the next 12 months.
Let me have our Chief Operations Officer, John Rice, explain more about the impacts that BAM1 is making in the field.
Right out of the gate, we saw a massive production improvement with the BAM1 hybrids. And those gains have continued to grow with each successive generation. Data from our first BAM1 harvest showed a 50% increase in cocoon size and weight compared to our previously fielded transgenics. By our fourth production cycle, we were seeing a full doubling in cocoon weight. These gains came in 4 key areas: nutrition, care, climate, and genetics. Under Dr. Kumar's guidance, our team has locked down the ideal parameters for each of these critical inputs, and the results are speaking for themselves. This year, we also optimized the reeling parameters for converting our spider silk into finished yarn. The unique nature of our spider silk cocoons results in a slightly different cocoon shape. Over the last 4 production cycles, we've refined the reeling parameters based on our cocoon shape, resulting in higher quality silk, more consistent yarn diameters, and a dramatic increase in finished reeled spider silk yarn. All of these gains have come together as the world's first truly self-sustaining, cost-effective spider silk manufacturing operation. As we approach a critical mass of spider silk inventory, we will engage with sales to companies who share our passion and sense of urgency, creating products leveraging the incredible strength and capabilities of spider silk.
Our team hit a home run with the BAM1 hybrid. In 2025, we expect to produce more than 10,000 pounds of finished spider silk yarn. We expect to begin opening the doors for commercial sales of spider silk once we have 1.5 tons of recombinant spider silk yarn in inventory. This supply will allow us to properly support the initial material orders across numerous markets requesting spider silk. Our first production offerings will be in the fashion and luxury apparel markets. With this combined $65 billion market, we can offer a true monopoly and exclusivity to brands looking for unmatched differentiation. We will follow that with offerings in the performance outerwear, a $180 billion market. Protective textiles, anti-ballistics, medical textiles and implants represent additional markets where our spider silk will likely find longer-term opportunities with higher margins and returns. We have done the impossible with what was an impossibly small budget. While most superfibers can take more than a decade to develop and hundreds of millions of dollars, Kraig Labs has developed a production system for recombinant spider silk, a true supermaterial, for just a fraction of that investment. The research and development phase of our flagship spider silk fiber, Dragon Silk, is officially over. We are now in the production and commercialization phase. While our production team brings Dragon Silk to market, our R&D team is already working on the next generation of materials. This year, we revamped our molecular biology team and brought in top talent. That move has already paid off. Today, I can report our team has recently succeeded in creating a new transgenic silkworm. In addition, preliminary data suggests we have created several advanced transgenics. These new transgenics were designed and customized with the goal of producing one platform for increased strength and one design for increased flexibility. And additional designs with unique properties are in the pipeline. You'll be hearing a lot more about this in the coming months, if not sooner. With production and R&D hitting on all cylinders, I would also like to provide an update on other aspects of our business. In pursuit of an uplisting, we've been engaged in discussions with national stock exchanges. Small companies like ours, traded on the OTC markets, are having to go beyond the normal listing standards to attain an uplisting to a national exchange. We understand the importance of protecting our shareholders and creating value, and we remain committed to building our future together. Kraig Labs is increasing its spider silk production to advance commercialization and build revenue needed for a national exchange listing. Based upon our current growth trajectory, we believe our company will meet and exceed the requirements for a national exchange, which will allow us to IPO with a strong balance sheet, exuding confidence to the markets. Kraig Labs is a fully reporting company. Our financials are on our website and also on the SEC's EDGAR system. Our annual cash operating budget is approximately $1.4 million, a remarkably low number for an advanced molecular biology company, let alone one which has achieved significant scientific breakthroughs and is now producing product. We currently have roughly $1.5 million in cash and liquid investments on hand, more than a year's worth of operating capital. In short, we are in a very good financial position. We expect that we will need approximately $5 million of additional capital to build out our spider silk inventory and bring in a sales and customer service department. The best time to raise money is when the market is hot and the company isn't desperate for it. So we'll negotiate a bridge transaction to get us through the production expansion while we continue to improve our fundamentals for a potential uplist. We're working with a trusted financial source, and when the terms are right, we'll announce the deal. Unquestionably, we are in the best position the company has ever been in. Personally, I don't believe the markets fully reflect the gains we've made. We retooled our production of recombinant spider silk with a BAM1 hybrid and have now achieved a breakthrough in production. We produced more silk in the last 12 months than in all previous years combined, and the vast majority of that in just the last 6 months. In that process, we created larger cocoons and doubled our spider silk yield. We expect to produce more silk in 1 month next year than in all of 2024. We have brought in top talent in the production and molecular biology teams, and the results speak for themselves. We have confidence in our teams, our technology, and our business plan. We followed the game plan we outlined in January and succeeded in scaling our operations to more than 1/2 ton of cocoon and are now on track to multi-ton production. We are the unchallenged largest producer of naturally spun recombinant spider silk in the world. As the world leader in this technology, we intend to turn that position into revenue and growth. These are exciting times for the company as we gain traction in our transformation from a world leader in spider silk molecular biology to a world leader in spider silk yarn production and commercialization. On behalf of our molecular science team and our production teams, I want to thank you, our shareholders, for your support. You have made an investment in the future, and you've made all of this work possible. Now let's grow this company and begin to gather the rewards of being first to market. Expect to hear a lot more from our team in the coming months as we create the next evolution in bioengineered supermaterials and as we significantly increase production to reach commercialization. We want to thank everyone who's grown with us and reward your patience with the sharp execution of our business plan going forward. Thank you.